and 2019 is off to a... I'm not sure. 2019 is off to a... How's the government shutdown affecting everyone? We haven't talked about that.
The average everyday worker should not be punished.
Those people shouldn't get checks. The Schumer and those people.
Right, those people shouldn't get checks. I'm down with Congress not getting a paycheck.
Correct. And their payroll is probably higher than
probably.
the TSA alone.
Like 438 congressmen?
Congressmen, right. When I click the transition button, we're live on this. This is just strictly tape for backup, which is what we've always been doing.
Right.
But now we're going live. So we're live.
We're live.
Back to the we're live. And that's coming from the blue cam right there. So good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Two Bros Podcast, episode 49. Thank you for the second episode of 2019.
The second one.
The second one.
Double deucing. Somebody.
Yes.
Got a cold. Or whatever the fuck it is. Or flu or rigor mortis, whatever the fuck you got.
Yes, rigor mortis sounds more like it. Unfortunately, Thursday got the chills. Felt it coming on. It was too late to take all the pills and emergencies and all the other stuff. So I ducked down on some NyQuil. Dayquil first while I was at work. And then I had some appointments running around the city, and that chill, that bone chill that just goes up your back, that, you know, in the city, and you just can't.
Was Thursday the day was raining all day?
You know what? No. Tuesday, I think Tuesday or Wednesday was rainy. It was really shitty, and that's kind of where I really was like, I don't think this is going well. And so I just kind of like collapsed and was like, I'm done. You know, sneezing in the office made everyone a little uncomfortable, and they was like, dude, you should go the fuck home.
Right. Don't get me sick.
Right. So I kind of took their advice and said, let me just finish up these last.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. And so went to urgent care, which is one of my favorite urgent cares that I've gone to because I've gotten an x-ray there. I've gotten like some...
I didn't realize you can get x-rays there.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty much just like, you know, eyes, ears, nose, throat spot. But no, you can do a lot of shit there.
This one here, shout out to Advantage Healthcare here in Valley Stream. They're pretty dope. They got x-rays. They got full radiology, all the other good stuff. And but when it comes to urgent care, walk-ins, you can't come until 6 o'clock.
What do you mean?
Okay, if you are walking, like you don't have an appointment with your doctor to come see the doctor, like as if you planned your cold.
Oh, but I thought it's all like walk-in.
Okay, so some urgent cares. I'm speaking of this one specifically.
Okay.
Advantage Healthcare, which is a full doctor's office. It's a full medical facility. They have everything. They have all the bells and whistles. They have all the radiology and all that other stuff. So it's not just an urgent care.
Okay.
It is an added service to their service is urgent care.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's where the misconfusion comes from.
Okay.
So most people see it because it's not a branded hospital, Northwell, Long Island Jewish, or whatever else. People think that it's an office, you know, which it is. And you walk in and pretty much just, you know, hey, I don't feel too well, etc. Here's my insurance. Here's whatever.
Right.
And if you now, I've been there before, so usually they will tell, like, and what she did today. Thursday. She said, if we have spacing in between the doctor's visits, we'll see if we can get you in. But right now it's kind of packed. You know? And it was fucking flooded. Like I couldn't even park. I was in nowhere to park. I was like, God damn, everybody's sick? Not just me. So lo and behold, it was very crowded in there. I just kind of said, all right, you know what? Let me just chalk it up and just, you know, wait my turn.
Right.
Luckily, I'm around the corner. I came home, slept for 2 hours, and then went back and felt fucking fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I didn't feel as bad as I did, but, you know, still sleepy, sneezy, snuffy.
Usually sleep helps a lot. Sleep helps a lot of shit.
Well, as I've said in the last 3 episodes, I don't get enough sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's exactly what happened.
That's part of the reason why you got sick.
100%. I broke down because of fatigue. You know, I'm sure my body doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, are you up? Are you down? Are you what? Are you walking? Are you watching TV? What are you doing?
Well, I'm sure like your body, like and not saying your body, I'm just speaking in general. There are times when your body kind of like turns on you. It says, hey, look, fucker, you're not going to do this right? All right, fine.
Yeah.
We'll knock your ass out.
It's true. It's true. I really believe that. And, obviously you can, a lot of people say they can heal themselves with thinking about it and doing all that stuff. That I don't believe. Positive thinking, yes.
It helps to an extent. It helps get you through to a certain extent.
Sure, you get some positive vibes.
Ain't but so many, that bone ain't going to like put itself back because you think it's going to put itself back.
Right.
You might need some help here.
You might need a little bit of help. That's it. Okay, so it says Two Bros broadcasting live.
All right.
True indeed. So, how was your week, young man?
My week was pretty good. I met a bunch of interesting characters.
Okay, characters are fun.
But there was this dude.
Right, tell?
There was this dude on the bus.
Yep.
Right. Who I see when I take it to Hempstead Terminal, and I head out. And I do that in the morning. Takes a little bit longer. Gives me a chance to get some reading done. Cheaper. Every month I end up saving like about $150 because I don't do the Long Island Railroad both ways.
Okay.
So there's this dude that I see him all the time, and I don't know who he is. See him every once in a while. You just give the nod.
The head nod stuff. The mutual.
But I just call him to myself in my head. I just call him Cool Breeze.
Okay.
Because he's one of these older dudes who's always in a top that matches his bottom. So he's always in like a rust-colored suit or a Smurf blue outfit. Like a Smurf blue outfit.
He's cool motherfucker.
With suede shoes and,
he's
and
cool
shit
dude.
like that. And this dude's huge.
Oh, wow.
Dude's huge. He's like a good 6'5", wide guy.
Okay.
And so there ain't but 2 or 3 spots on the bus that he can sit.
That he can fit.
Right. There's and be comfortable. He's either all the way sitting in the back.
Gotcha.
Or he's all the way up in the front. Because there's only a couple places where he can sit and be comfortable. So this time he's sitting all the way in the back. Usually when I get on, I find a spot in the back in the corner, flip up, read my book, and, I'm there for the whole round. 40 minutes. Yeah. And I'm good. So I'm sitting there reading my book. And he leans over and he taps me, and I look at him. And when I look at him face to face, this dude's bottom lip is like the size of his jaw. It takes up so much space on his goddamn face.
Oh, I know what you mean too. Oh,
and it's one of those he can't close it. I don't think he probably doesn't have the strength in his goddamn jaw to close it. So it's like. It's this.
All day.
The whole time. And it's full of fucking fluid. So I look at him and I see this fucking
gaggling
whatever caravan of flesh. Ooh. Like God said, this nigga needs some more flesh on this thing. Put him back. Put him back. Put him back. He needs more flesh on the lip. Needs more flesh on the bottom lip. But sir, no, more flesh on the bottom lip.
More bottom lip.
And you see it, and you see like saliva pooling up around his mouth. I'm like, oh shit!
Don't say anything.
What the fuck is this guy? Exactly. Like I'm making a conscious effort not to look, and when you do that, you end up looking stupid. Yeah. When you do that,
yeah, you look like I'm not accepting your ailment.
Right. Yeah. Right. So he leans over to me and he says, and he has this weird voice too. And he talks like this.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because he probably can't close his fucking mouth. And he looks and he says, I didn't know people read books anymore. and because he has so much saliva in his mouth, he has like suck it all back in. Ooh. And so he says that.
The funny thing is, I think I know this guy.
And I say, yeah, I enjoy a good book every once in a while. He said, not too many other people. They usually use the phone. And I'm saying to myself, please, God, don't talk to me anymore. I don't know what the fuck's going to come out of my mouth. And he turns and he does his thing again. So I'm trying to get this image out of my head.
Like a wet Saint Bernard.
And so I'm sitting there reading my book. And lo and behold, you pick your head up and I look around. And adjacent to me is this woman who looks exactly like this dude.
Can't be.
Heavy bottom lip. Can't keep it clean. And she's on her phone. So she's sitting there doing this, and her mouth is open. She's just... Like, you know how you're looking, but you're not looking?
Yeah.
Like, you're just, like, hypnotized by whatever image you have on the thing, and she's just...
So what do you think? There was some group of Mongoloids?
I'm just saying, there's no way that I, like, never noticed this before.
Wow.
Where, like, everybody's, like, bottom lip. And then after that, I just made this conscious effort to make...
Because the bottom lip was intact.
Like, this wasn't like a thing. Like, you know, like how you... All of a sudden, it's a body snatchers thing, and then... Wait a minute. Everybody's fucking bottom lip is fucking dragging on the goddamn floor.
Oh, shit. That is hilarious. You know, I had a guy like that from... It's funny, because the guy you're mentioning is a guy I went to high school with at Beach Channel. And he had... Well, I take that back. He was beaten... very badly, broke his jaw. Back then in '86, Beach Channel was Far Rockaway. You savages out there. That's what you are. You guys are savages. They're fucking so backwards. These motherfuckers will fuck you up for no reason. Like, you know, they just don't. I mean, they wild. They wild boys out there in the rock, man. Far Rockaway is really wild. But I went to Beach Channel, and these motherfuckers beat this kid up so bad. Freddie was his name. It was a, you know, kid from Brooklyn. But he was one of those guys from Brooklyn that wasn't really from Brooklyn. Like, he wasn't down Brooklyn.
Okay.
He just lived in Brooklyn.
Okay.
But he came to Far Rockaway talking that Brooklyn shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, too much. And of course, I'm from Queens. I'm Hollis, and you know, and then they had a couple of South Side guys there, and you had a couple of guys from Crown Heights and Brooklyn's peppered in. We all came on the C train. That C train comes over past Howard Beach and past the hundreds, and then goes right to the school.
Yes,
playground.
You gotta wait.
You gotta wait.
You gotta wait for it.
You gotta wait right there. And you're trapped. So not only if you were lucky to escape the white boys in Howard Beach, you then had to face the brothers, you know, from all the housing projects, which thought it they thought it was like a war, like, oh, you guys are invading Far Rockaway, like you're gonna come take our girls.
Gotta be proud about something.
But that's what it was all about. It was about the girls. Yes, it was about the girls. They just kept saying, "You're gonna take our girls. You're gonna take." Like, what the fuck is wrong? Like,
that's like no different than 3,000 years ago. That's
right. Like, yo, you come into another town, you see the ladies, you talk to the ladies. Hey, you know, you check your chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these guys were nuts. Well, they beat this kid up just for. I mean, I think they took some milk, whatever it was. It was nothing. It was coins. It was peanuts. And they beat him up so bad that he had this. They broke his jaw and they put this thing in his mouth, like a brace.
Okay.
Which left him like that.
Had to keep his jaw set.
But his mouth open like this. So he had to keep putting, because shit would dry out. He was always putting like this huge gawk of Vaseline on it and he'd sit through a fucking straw with fucking drink Inshores all day and nutriments and shit. But he said, you drunk, I don't think we should take this train anymore. It was horrible, man. Horrible. What these guys did out there.
It's probably a male model by now.
Yeah, I would.
It's probably a male model with a great story to tell.
Probably.
Yeah, I had a broken jaw, and
6
months I had to walk around with my mouth open.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a terrible. It was just a terrible overall. I mean, it was just
shit like that can like turn you in like two different, like multiple directions.
Yeah,
it could you could either like that could like, be the fuel you use to become better, whatever. And you better shape and you become a bodybuilder, or this ultra successful dude who's gonna rub it in the nose of everybody else or whatever. Or you just run into this shell in which you're passing out fucking ass milk on fucking Port Authority bus terminal. You just
passing out ass milk.
You just become one of these dudes who just like, fuck it. If this is my lot in life, this is it. I can't do any better than this.
It's funny you say that because I was walking by Port Authority. It was coming from Jacob Javits from the convention. This is back in November.
Okay,
back in November, and I had a seersucker suit on, a top on with a pair of jeans and a scarf, and because I didn't want to like I was just trying to be light, even though it was cold. It was actually pretty cold, but we was trying to go to different events. I was like, I'm not going to carry big jackets. And
you're going to be inside most of the time.
Well, I was ducking from different venues, so taking cab here, going there, went to the other pool place. And this crazy guy walking in the street is walking and just talking to himself or whatever else. And so I'm kind of like walking, kind of and he was like, "Yo, let me get $1. Let me get." I was like, "I ain't got it, bro." But then I'm walking, and I said, I'm hailing a cab, but I'm walking. You walk and hail at the same time. So I said, all right, let me see if I catch one. Great. If I keep walking 3-4 blocks, I might as well walk.
If I do this for 3 blocks, then I'm headed again.
I might as well
keep going.
Right. So this guy, for some reason, I can hear him very clearly. And he was like, maybe I'll just wear a seersucker suit and walk down the street with tight pants on and a fucking wallet. Maybe. And I'm like, wait, what? Are you describing me? Because he was going on about the world. He was like, people just don't understand. They don't give me a break. I'm out here. I'm hustling. I'm doing what I got to do. Maybe I'll just wear a seersucker suit with a scarf and walk around like this guy with a fucking... And I'm like, wait, what? I'm the fucking joke? I'm part of your shit? He said, I speak Spanish. I speak a little tiny, but I speak nigga too. I speak a little nigga. Gotta speak a little nigga. Make it easy for everybody. Speak a little nigga. I said, well, nigga, speak some money. Speak money. You're speaking the wrong language. And I'm like, I'm the fucking brother of the joke, man. I can't believe it. He said it in a way where, I was kind of like, yo, these guys walk around in their money suits, or maybe I'll just wear a seersucker suit like this fucking guy. With the fucking, and I'm like, me?
I'm part of your problem?
I'm part of the problem.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those people like always angry at the world. I had like a long time ago when I had hair to get haircuts. I was sitting in a barber's chair one time, and the dude was just talking about how angry he was at the world in the middle of fucking giving me a haircut.
That's
and he
always
said,
hard.
"Yeah, because motherfucker, a lot of time motherfuckers don't appreciate shit when you spend time on shit." And I'm saying, "Oh my god, this motherfucker."
Yeah, he's one of
this guy. This is like 30 minutes now, and I gotta wait for this motherfucker for this shit. And I guess I gotta like the haircut. Because if I don't, then...
Right. Oh, you mean the
barber himself.
Ooh, well,
the barber himself. Exactly. He sat down and said, hey, let me get a cut, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how you want it, blah, blah, blah. We start talking.
You don't like the way I cut yours?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what? And so now I can't say shit in the middle of it.
Right.
Can't say, hey, can you move that line down a little bit? Or something? Motherfuckers, you ain't got my vantage point. That's another thing he was saying. He said, they keep talking about it and so, I got the better vantage point when I'm doing this. And I'm like, oh shit!
Wait, he had the better from where he
was cutting. Yeah,
so he knows best.
He said, people be trying to tell me that I'm doing this wrong. I'm like, no, man, my vantage point is better and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah. Can you just? I'll settle for an average haircut.
But don't you go to a place like a frequent place? Or you just go to?
I did, but at that time I just like found a spot that I just needed to get a haircut. Like I said, this is when I had like a nice little, I had shit coming out of my head.
Well, no, so I say this to say because some people are okay with going into any barbershop. Some people are, barbershop here. Like my boss comes in from town in LA and he goes, let's go I need a barbershop. And I'm like, okay, you just go to anyone? I don't think.
Oh, really?
I was like, that's not a thing here. We don't do that. Like, we don't. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, but some places always got to be, at some point, your barbershop is like not your barbershop until it becomes your barbershop.
Well, I mean, you need a first time. Yeah, you need a time, a one time to go there.
Right.
But I mean, my story. I haven't been to a barbershop.
Right.
In 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So the hard pill to swallow for some people. They're like, wait, what? No, haven't been. 30 years.
To a barbershop.
30 years. That's wild to me.
No more barbers for me. My hair don't grow enough.
Yeah, it doesn't grow.
It just doesn't go. Like if I let it grow, it'll get to that stringy thing.
Yeah.
And to which it looks like you have like straw coming out of your head, and
then wiry.
Yeah, it looks all wiry and stuff, and then it doesn't get thick like yours anymore. I don't do that.
Still,
so I just keep it. This is about as high as I keep it. Then from here, I'll just shave it down again.
You know what? I grow mine out only because of that. Like because it still can grow.
Yeah,
I just take advantage of it growing.
Yeah,
and I just say while I'm still capable.
While you got a nice thick head of hair.
Yeah, I might as well just keep it
going, man.
Yeah.
Keep it going. That's what people get amazed when you tell them that you're 44 or you're 46. Excuse me.
I tell them I'm 46.
This is what?
My doctor did it today. She said, I mean, yesterday, Tuesday or Thursday. She goes, "You what? What do you mean you?" I said, I didn't make the document up. I don't think it's fraud if you lie on these driver's license, or I think it's kind of criminal.
It's criminal.
Are you implying I'm a criminal? She's like, I think I know you from somewhere. I was like, here.
That's right.
I've been sick.
The last time I was sick.
Yeah. And she was the doctor for me. And I said, look, it's all. And now they have them all, it's all digital now. Mm-hmm. You can go on, you can see your own profile. You can share some documents. You can see some of your results. And you can correspond with the doctors. Mm-hmm. Thank God they've gotten up with the times. Because there's always been the thing of secrecy and being compromised,
right?
Getting your information and saying, "Oh, this guy's got AIDS. Mm-hmm. Let me tell everybody." Ha ha.
Right.
But they've made it so, which you had to, because you have to communicate. You have to talk. You have to. Yeah. I'm at work, fucker. I can't just come. Come now. Come take this shot. I'm like, no.
Yeah, people at the doctor's office forget that you got a job.
Yeah, like how do I pay for this?
Like shit? I'm not sitting here just waiting for the fucking appointment.
Yeah.
Can you come now? No, I can't come now. I could have come when I called you.
Right. It's 2 days later.
That's right.
And I'm
2 days later, and I'm either better or dead.
Right. So it's right. I'm in a salt bath and so. Shameless plug. In my journey to feel comfort myself, I found Puffs Plus tissues with Vicks.
With Vicks?
It's amazing. They have the vapor in it. So when you hold it up to your nose, you can just pull it. It feels like one of those little stupid inhalers that never, it was like mothballs you stick.
Yeah, exactly.
They come in it. It's in the tissue. Quite impressive. God knows what I'm inhaling. God knows what kind
of. It's not doing anything. But I mean, you smell you
smell the mentholyptus. Mentholyptus. Yeah.
It's like those are like menthol cigarettes. It's just like you want smoke and cool
and mint,
cool minty herby thing. All right, it smells fresh.
But that's what it does. Give you that cool bust down, like ooh, you're on the top of a mountain.
It's working. Whatever it is, it's working.
Yeah, I mean, it is. But now I'm draining. Everything's coming out. It was post-nasal drip. Really fucking me up. I was really bad the other day.
Yeah.
Did the whole day in bed.
Did you sleep?
Yes, I slept the entire. Well, promethazine helps sleep. It's great. Great cough syrup. Took a swig of that. And knocked out. Didn't like you said? Make sure the movies were up and running.
Yeah,
and watch some amazing movies.
Yeah,
yes. The Green Book.
Okay. I wanted to see that.
Mahershala Ali.
Good actor, great actor.
Fantastic. He is fastly becoming a great actor in my mind.
Yeah.
Of just when you see the body of work, and I've seen him play gangsters.
Yeah. He runs the gamut.
I seen him play this, kind of different roles. I mean, it's great roles, great actor.
He's in that HBO series. It's
Detective,
the True Detective. They're doing the third season of True Detective. Hopefully, they didn't fuck this one up because the first season of True Detective was awesome.
Oh, so it's more.
Yeah. Oh. They're basically it's not the same people, but they season 1, 2, and 3, and they're different stories.
Ah, okay, that's fun.
True Detective season 1 was awesome. It was awesome. It was with Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson.
Oh yes, okay, I do remember this. Okay, yes,
yeah,
and I remember seeing the things, but I never saw it.
And that was awesome. Great story, great storytelling.
Okay, good.
The second one was a bag of shit.
Oh, who was in the second one?
I think Vince Vaughn was in it. A couple other people who you'd recognize. I can't remember their names now. What's his name was in it?
Notable.
The Irish guy. Oh man, why can't I? Colin Farrell. He was in it.
Colin.
He was an
Irish Canadian.
But that one was just a bag of shit. It was just it wasn't
real,
And I guess the idea about True Detective is like to take you through like some horrific stories and how it affected these particular people to the point where they either can no longer function, or they're at a point in their life where they can't. It seems like season 3 is like this guy has lived his life, and he can't he can't go any further until he comes to an understanding as to what happened for this particular case that he was going through, and he's in that as well. But you're right, he's a fantastic actor. That's Green Book is something I wanted to see.
He's definitely.
You liked it?
Oh man, it told a very interesting story. So I've had the pleasure of Victor Hugo Green, the gentleman who wrote the book, the Green Book. His family is a part of the organization I belong to, which is called NABHA, the National African American Black Hotel Owners and Operators, and they assemble every July in Miami.
Okay,
and we have this conference. And usually someone gets one of the Victor Hugo Award, which is the Victor Hugo Green, which is where the name Green Book comes from. And eventually a new hotel owner gets that award. And his family tells the story all the time about what it was growing up in Jim Crow era and how they banded all the black hotel owners to get together and make sure that others knew that it was safe to come there.
Yeah.
And he created this manual, the motorist book for traveling while black, which people make the joke of driving while black, but it is a real book. It's a real document.
Really?
Yes, the motorist handbook for driving while black. And a lot of people make fun of it, which they don't know the history. They don't know the.
It tends to be like a punchline.
Yeah, Well, we do that in our community. We do that a lot. We make fun of things because we don't understand it. We forget, and we just want to make light of it, which I get. Which is, you should make joke out of it and light of it so you can move on.
Right.
But you should know something about it.
Right. You should understand the how real it was.
Yeah, and I was fortunate to hear the story direct from some of his family members who they tell, they say, hey, this was real. This book was real. It's a treasure for our community because this was the only way you could travel. And it even told you which roads to go down where, there's no police, et cetera. It was kind of like the ways of today. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like, don't go down this way if you're black. You know what I'm saying? And lynchings and all this other stuff. So they taught you how to navigate through the Jim Crow era. Yeah, it was very interesting. So this book speaks from, this movie speaks from the driver's perspective of the Italian Valalingo. You got to see it. I don't want to spoil it because it's a fairly new movie. It is a great piece. It tells a lot about someone. It's a good role reversal. I'll give you that.
Okay.
It's a great role reversal where Mahershala Ali is the wealthy doctor. And the Italian is his driver, the guy, but the Italian guy's from the Bronx. He's poor. He plays pitch ball, stick ball. He's a good old pizza guy, hustling for nickels and quarters to buy milk. That kind of guy. And it really tells a paradigm of how the role reversal and how we can learn and grow.
Right.
It's great movie.
Right.
Great movie. Very well done. Shout out to. Octavia Spencer is the executive producer of that. Oh, yes.
That I love Octavia Spencer.
She's cool. She's dope.
She's done a lot of work. I think she got an award. I'm not big on awards or whatnot, but she got an award. I think when she was in The Help.
Yeah,
she did a movie called The Help, and she got an award for supporting actor.
Eat the pie.
And
did you see The Help?
Yes, I did see The Help. I didn't like it. But
I didn't like The Help either.
I liked it, but I love Octavia. But I love Octavia Spencer, and I think she got a standing ovation when she got her award.
She did,
because she's been doing this for a long, long time.
Yes,
and she's always been in supporting roles, and she's considered like this working person's actor, like not just like a glitz and glamour type person, but sort of like a roll up your sleeves, going to work. Actor, and then she's made her living that way, and it doesn't seem like she's looking for any publicity or anything like that. She loves her career, and so I'm glad she got those kind of props for that. And that she produced that now that she's going into this vein.
That's dope. Yeah,
it's awesome. But she's one of those people that when I hear her name, I just go ooh, and I realize.
Well, there is a role that I wasn't. Well,
is she in it?
No,
Okay.
she's not in it at all.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a role that she's played that wasn't that glamorous. Well, she said it. She's had to take the shit role.
Well, she's had some. I mean, she was in Bad Santa, and she was,
I can't ship for a week. I mean, that's like, damn, Octavia.
So yeah, sometimes you gotta, say, okay, I guess shit.
I can't fuck with you. I didn't cheat for a week.
I love that movie.
I ain't shit straight for a week. Bad Santa is amazing.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Great movie. But then they made Bad Santa the second one.
Too, yeah.
And it was shitty.
It was shitty, yeah.
And it just tried to redo all those things over again. Sometimes you gotta leave shit alone.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's doing another Coming to America.
Really?
Yes.
I've heard this several times. Is that true?
He's apparently it's in the works. He said I think he's gonna start filming, start shooting later on this year.
Okay. All right. I can't.
Look, props to him.
Yeah.
I think we need more Eddie Murphy.
We do need more Eddie Murphy.
We need more Eddie Murphy on the screen and doing projects and whatever his issues are. Why he walked away from comedy and stuff. I'll never know. But hey, we could use more Eddie Murphy. But
sure.
Man, I don't want to fuck up Coming to America by this next version of Coming to America. You know what I'm saying? Some things are classics amongst themselves.
Yeah. What could you do?
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let it be a classic.
Yeah.
Let it be a classic.
I don't know what you could do. We talked about this some friends of mine, we talked about the Superfly movie, the remake with they had a young boy play Superfly. It was done in Atlanta. It was totally nothing to do with Superfly other than the guy's name was Priest. And, for a generation that has this young go-getter mentality, I'm gonna get this money and do this. It was a great movie. It was a good come-up story about a young drug dealer saying, fuck it, I made enough money, I'm out. But for them to piggyback on the Superfly genre, I mean, the Ron O'Neal, the Priest, and the names, it had no value, it had no place doing it. So what you did was you made a bunch of millennials go, oh, our Superfly was better than yours.
Right, and you start doing that, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was like, what? No, because you were in a cross of time zones. You were in a different, you were coming out of the 70s, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Different time.
Well, and when you do it in those times, there's certain things you can't do. There's certain things that are not applicable anymore.
Well, the racism in Superfly was the crux.
Right.
The white cop that was, get over here, hunky, get over here, black guy, and grab him up, and he I tell you, hunkies, I ain't stopping when you say stop. It was really real. It was really crazy.
Right.
So to compare it, I just don't think I don't know why these producers do that. I think it's really like, hey, let's get more ratings by calling it that.
I don't know. Maybe it's. I don't know if it's easier. I don't know if it's because you're definitely not writing a story.
No.
You're not creating your own story. You're piggybacking off another story, or you're juxtaposing the older version to the newer version.
Right.
But then some great stories. Some great stories can't be told over again simply because of the time it was in. Yeah. One of my favorite movies is Claudine.
Yeah, great.
But you can't do that story now. No. You can't tell that story now because the welfare roles have changed, right, and things like that. And
no such thing as face to face,
right?
Like that.
And so that wouldn't fly.
Yeah.
So you'd have to change it, and you more likely would fuck it up.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't. I don't think you can look at those characters the same way again. I mean,
no.
Strong woman is kind of like Diane Carroll's picture.
Right. Look up Strong Woman. Picture
Diane Carroll. That's what it is.
Yeah, there's the arts are. My wife and I discussed this in the movie. Actually, discussing Green Book in the car. We took Nish to school this morning, and took that ride nice and early. And the things we agreed to disagree on was that we both saw a different perspective of the movie, and what I was seeing in recap was not what she saw, and she saw something completely different. And without spoiling the movie, I can't say it because it will spoil it. It'll give it away. And there were some aspects of the movie where it was like, I didn't see that coming, or what do you mean? I knew that all along, Okay. So there is that point where you get that little what, and then we saw it from different eyes. But for me, it was seeing it a second time because I saw it first, and then say, "Hey, you should see this."
Okay.
So
that was when you saw it with her. That was your second time seeing it. Okay,
and then
that's always different. Anytime you see a movie the second time.
Yes, that I agree 100% because there's always a different perspective. You're looking at different things. You see it. On the other hand, I did see Keanu Reeves, my least favorite actor, Replicas.
Replicas?
Yeah.
Don't remember that. Replacements?
Just came out.
Oh, just came out. Replicas.
Just came out.
Okay.
Not good. Well, I'm not a Keanu Reeves fan, so not to beat him up. I mean, I still think of him in Bill and Ted's. He's still, what?
Yeah, right.
He does it in The Matrix too. It kills me. Who is this? What? Am I the chosen one? Like, it was really goofy, but it was a silly movie about cloning, and AI merged into one. Very interesting movie. They could have made it a little bit better.
Okay.
The end was better than the entire movie. Like the end, the end was.
These last 20 minutes.
The last 20 seconds. Last 20 seconds of it was better than the whole movie. And it spoke to, and I'll just leave this at that because it's another cliffhanger. It spoke to the Saudi Arabia making this girl a citizen, Sophia.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. So I had a discussion with that with one of my dudes at work.
Yeah? What'd you say?
I said, if we, as we progress, we have to understand that when we do things like this, they come with a certain amount of, like, we put this ball at the top of the hill and we roll it down, and we don't realize that that we're putting something in motion that can have a certain amount of consequences that if we're not ready for, could screw us up. So, okay, we've made this artificial intelligent robot a citizen.
Yes.
Right? Made it a citizen. Okay. Yes. And we're going to bolster the AI so that she can become more adaptive and blah 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 blah. And what if she gets a certain level of consciousness,
right,
to say, hey, wait a minute, if I'm a citizen, I can vote. Am I going right? Why can't I not vote?
Why can't I be president?
Why do I have to go where you say I'm going?
Right.
Why can't I not participate in society the same way you participate in society? Right. Because we're both citizens.
Right.
So I should have the same rights that a citizen has, right?
100%. Super dangerous. Super dangerous.
And now I can communicate with all these fucking computers.
Yeah.
And let them know, say, hey,
you need to go vote. You need to go vote.
You need to fix this shit and get exactly. And all of a sudden, we got all these machines who are fucking, which is fucking Terminator.
My toaster.
God damn it.
My toaster.
It goes back to
making your fucking toaster.
Fuck you.
Stop shoving fucking bread down here.
And clean this motherfucker up. Every time you swim with it, you burn shit. But yeah, it's one of those, like, everybody thinks it's cute.
Revolt. Yeah.
When she comes out and says, oh no, oh my God, it's so.
She blinked her eyes at me.
Yeah. And so it's a citizen, huh?
Yeah.
It's okay. All right. What if she needs to protect herself?
Correct.
What if she gets a gun? Well, because she's tired of all these people that come, hey, I'm not feeling it today. Right. I have a citizen. I have a right to protect myself, right?
Right. Well, I'll tell you one part of the movie where they've uploaded a consciousness of a detective, a sergeant that was killed in duty. Mm-hmm. He was just killed, fresh kill, and brought him to this guy and said, "Look, this guy's dead. We're gonna take his consciousness, pull it right out of his brain. They found out a way to tie the tube and download his hard drive to brain to the puppet to the droid, and." The motherfucker got in there, transferred, woke up and said, "Oh shit, what's happening?" And freaked out because he was like, he started ripping his face off and banging himself and went crazy because that sounds reasonable. Where the guy's like, "Hey, I was in the flesh.
His previous consciousness.
Now I'm right." So you pick up where I left off it, and I'm ironclad. It doesn't be like, oh, wow, look at my new hand. No, you'd freak out. Your body would freak out. Like with my surgery, I tell people this all the time. With my surgery from being grafted from here, when this itches, I have to scratch my leg. I have to scratch here because the nerve endings are connected.
Are still connected.
Yeah, it's just a thing for satisfaction. I can scratch here all day long and never feel it. When I scratch my leg, it'll go away. And some people are like, what you get? Your pocket? We play pocket rocket? What are you doing? No, I'm scratching my stomach because I feel a little tickle here. But it's just a psychological thing, and that's nerve endings are just, we haven't we've barely tipped the surface of this biotechnical way, and you can't tell me that these fuckers aren't doing this shit and trying different. Oh shit, didn't work. I mean, WD tried 39 times before he came up with WD-40.
That's right.
And that's just for a spray.
That's right.
That's just for a spray. Can you imagine how long motherfuckers is trying to put, the Stephen Hawking's brain and when did Stephen Hawking get so smart? Like what makes him so smart? What did he do? What did Stephen Hawking do to make him so smart?
Well, is his theory on I can't remember now.
I'm not asking. Okay, I mean, don't guess. I mean, I don't want you to guess. But I had this feeling. I was like, everybody says it all the time, and then I go, what did he do? Like, why is he so smart? Like, what made him so smart? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can't figure it out without Googling it or trying to...
What made him smart, or why do we give him credit for being so smart?
Yes, why is he accredited to be like one of the smartest guys in the world? I mean, it's something you'd have to Google and again, be subjected to just only digital inferences. But was he ever a whole human? Was he ever, walking, talking guy?
You didn't see the movie?
What, A Beautiful Mind?
No, something else. Basically... No. Like he was afflicted with something when he was in
is that
college.
Right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't. No. Yeah. I didn't. No.
Yeah. So he was always that brilliant.
Okay.
And that,
it's not A Beautiful Mind. It's not that.
No, the Beautiful Mind is about somebody else.
That's Russell Crowe.
That's Russell Crowe, that was another great movie.
Beautiful Mind.
Lost out to Training Day.
Huh?
That movie came out the same year Training Day came out.
Oh, motherfucker shot me in the ass. You shot me.
You motherfucker. You shot me in the ass. It's amazing what we call great movies.
I know.
How it just runs the gamut. Like, Beautiful Mind, Training Day, two totally different
things. I guess it's the quotability. If it's
part of it. That's part of it.
If you can quote it and someone responds
to it.
Yeah. That
me and a friend, this dude I went to school with, name is John Herbert.
Shout out, John.
Shout out to you, John.
Herbert?
Or Joe Nathan Herbert is what I would call him. Because his name's Jonathan. But I didn't call him Jonathan, and I called him Joe Nathan. We could quote starting from the diner scene in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
We could just go back and forth. And we used to do that all day long.
Yeah, that's fun.
That Pulp Fiction is probably as quotable a movie as they go. Most Tarantino movies are quotable, as they go. It's Chopper, baby. Zed's dead, honey.
Zed's dead. Who's Blueberry Pancakes? That fucking girl annoyed the shit out of me.
Absolutely.
And it's like, what the hell? Like, where'd you?
Who's probably why she got the job,
right?
Just the antithesis of Bruce Willis. This whiny, high-pitched voice, petite little thing.
Can we get pancakes? Can we get pancakes? Yeah, you get your pancakes.
Did you get your blueberry pancakes? No, they didn't have blueberries. I had to get buttermilk.
Where's my Honda?
But some people are like that, though. Some people are like.
Simple pleasure.
Like they need your comfort.
Right.
They need you to comfort them. They can't, there's some times in which, in that scenario right there, say, look, I'd love to do it, but we got to fucking go.
Right.
Let's go. But shit ain't gonna happen until you take those 4 minutes and just comfort her.
Yeah.
And say, yes. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Did you get your pancakes? Oh, is that great? Okay, can we fucking go now?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I will... it's so patronizing to be like, it almost seems like, I'm patronizing you. Can't you see this? I'm saying this because you want me to say it. So therefore I shouldn't say it because I'm going to say it just because but just tell me you love me. Tell me, honey bunches. Oh, honey bunches. Oh, I love you. I love you. That's crazy. Those are classics. I mean, is he in trouble, Tarantino, with sexual harassment?
Who, Tarantino?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think somebody. I think didn't Uma Thurman try to sue him
Really?
I think because of a scene that was in Kill Bill, like a car scene.
Oh, that she made him do something, and she broke or something, or she.
Yeah, and he according to her, he forced her to do it, despite her objections, and she ended up getting hurt and something like that.
I heard a tape, a recording of. I heard a audio tape of that. And you hear Tarantino go, "Don't worry about it. It's totally, you 50 yards away," and it was something like that. And he whispers and says, "Yeah, at 50, blow it." You know what I'm saying? Like, because he wanted the real response. And he risked her life. He did. He did.
Oh, okay.
He really did. I heard this. Now that you mention that up,
I heard the reel.
I heard the reel. It was him talking to someone else on the back of the reel, like because the recording is. They're talking. He was like, go to the left, move, and he was like, blow it. Fuck what you. He said, don't do it. She said 100 yards. He said, blow it at 50. Because I guess it was a scene where the car was supposed to explode or something. And
he wanted an authentic reaction.
Yeah, and she wasn't giving a really.
That happens a lot.
Reaction.
That happens a lot. Not in the physical. If you do you ever remember a movie called At Close Range? It was an older movie with Sean Penn and Christopher Walken.
No.
And there's a scene, Christopher Walken's got a big problem with guns. He's just like scared to death of guns. And there's a scene in which Sean Penn points a gun at him. And so Christopher Walken, before they were doing the scene, he was always checking the gun. He was making, like he wanted the gun checked to make sure there was no bullets in it. He wanted staged in a certain way.
Oh,
stage it there. This was a movie.
Of a movie.
No. This was the movie, but they were talking about this scene that they were doing in which he pointed a gun at him. Oh. And which we were talking, we're talking about, we want your authentic reaction to it.
So Christopher Walken was scared.
So Christopher Walken, he's scared of guns. Oh. And there's this scene where they shoot a gun. And so to prep for that, he was with the prop guy when he set up the gun, staged the gun. He didn't want the gun moved. The gun's going to stay there. He was going to watch the gun and whatnot. And then, like, right before they're supposed to start to shoot the scene,
they switch.
You hear somebody goes, "Hey, use that other gun." And so they switch out. They don't switch out the guns. They just say that.
Oh,
it freaks Christopher Walken out. And then all of a sudden they do the scene. Sean Penn has the gun, and you see Christopher Walken just doing this shit the whole time during the scene. He's literally scared to death about the fucking about the thing.
Wow. Oh, so the integrity of the gun he thought was fake. He would have did a cool scene.
Right. He would have.
Like, listen, don't point that gun at me, soldier. I'm telling you.
I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you. You hit that piece of junk up his ass.
Up his ass. This uncomfortable hunk of metal up his ass.
Great times.
He died of dysentery. Are you gonna make it? I see you squinting your eyes and
my nose is just
like you're full of fluid. You need to drain.
I'm not gonna make it. You ask me all the time, and the answer is no. I'm not gonna make it.
I'm gonna die tonight.
I'm just gonna kerplunk.
That's right.
So we are in the final playoff. For football.
Yeah, this is it. This is the last weekend of good football. Had good games on yesterday. There's going to be a couple great games on today. They're starting soon.
Yes.
And then that's it. After that, then we get the conference championships next week. The Pro Bowl, which is a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It seems like the Pro Bowl should be like when everyone's. It should be after the Super Bowl and everything. Like
they used to do it after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what happened?
They stopped. Well,
I guess
I don't know. I guess to make the season shorter or whatever. And just the only people who don't go to the Pro Bowl are the people who are in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So that's a little compromise they make because they don't want that. They don't want that gap between because it's a 2-week gap.
Oh, the little die down. Yeah.
Right. So they don't want that gap. They still want you to be thinking about football and stuff, and let the Super Bowl be like it. That's it.
Yeah.
Super Bowl's over, and the Super Bowl is usually. I just hate everything around the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like like who the halftime act is, and who all the advertisement
like
and stuff. Like, some of the commercials are great. Yeah. But to me, the halftime show is like a total fucking. That's when you figure out if you got enough beer or this is a good game. You're gonna get something else to eat.
Right? Did you? Honey, the dip is. You could use a little more pepper.
A little more peppers in the dip.
Yeah.
The what?
I don't know. People do that. Are you doing something for the Super Bowl?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No. We usually have people over. We're not doing that this year.
Yeah.
It'll probably just end up just chilling.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Or maybe I might go somewhere or whatever. I don't know. If you're doing anything, maybe we'll do something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a prelude to her birthday, I think. What is it, the 4th?
It's the 3rd.
The 3rd.
Sunday, and your wife's birthday is the next
Monday.
day.
Yes.
You got anything planned? And keep a secret. I won't tell anybody.
There's cameras everywhere. Cameras everywhere. No. No.
Okay. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Move on. My wife's birthday is actually the following week.
Yes, she's also February.
She's also a February baby.
Wow. When February kicks in. So we have Martin Luther King coming up.
Yep.
Was successful in your campaign to keep this a holiday? Or?
It's gonna be ongoing.
It's a floating. So what do you do?
So it's not a floating. I usually take the day off.
Right.
I usually take the day off on Martin Luther King Day. I don't get the day off, so I usually take it off myself. But no, I'm going to. I'm circulating my thing to get that as a.
Okay.
And it takes its time.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to look at it and some stuff. So hey, who knows? Maybe.
What else? I'm just really stuffy.
Let's we can call it.
I'm stuffy and a little miserable, but dipromethazine is
mixed up a hot toddy.
I've been drinking a few hot toddies. In fact, when I left the city, I was at Frankie and Johnny's.
Mm-hmm. That's your new spot, man. You've mentioned it like every week.
They keep sending for me, man. You know what it is? It's these Goombas. They're like, come on, let's have a sit down. Come on. And they meet in Frank and Johnny's, and I think the allure of the Frankie and Johnny's, me and you walk in, hey, Oren, how you doing? How's it going?
My wife doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
That is like the greatest feeling in the world
100%.
when you go into a place where they know you.
100%.
It's not even it has nothing to do with anything that happens there.
That's right.
It's the fact that they know you.
Yep.
They talk to you by name.
Yep.
They ask you questions. Hey, how's the wife doing? Blah blah blah. Says, hey, did you help your dad move?
Right.
Did he get in his? It's that type of thing.
Right.
You know a couple people. You talk ha ha ha. The drink is all the same. Everybody serves the same alcohol.
Right. And it has nothing to do with discounts or get freebies or perks. Right. It's just a familiar atmosphere,
spot where you for that 40 minutes you're in there. You feel like a little bit higher.
You just feel like a human. You feel like a really decent human and.
Human interaction.
Yeah, correct. Mm-hmm. So I enjoy that all the time whenever I can get it from places that you frequent, especially places that you give business to and bring other people to. So when I'm bringing clients or meetings in business and we're, you meet the owner and he's, hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm Sal. You call me, you need anything, Right. It's very important today, and we talk about this all the time, about the lack of service and the lack of attention to service, and people that just don't know how to provide service. It's really lackluster. It
is.
It's
well, you're when you're doing that, you're sacrificing.
Yeah,
and people are not willing to sacrifice.
Right.
So you sacrifice being, this guy that'll always put a smile on your face and say, hey, what can I get you? And sure, let me suggest something for you. Because the retort could be, hey, get the fuck out of my face.
Right, you're sick.
Exactly.
And so that's exactly what happened. I said, hey, he says, Sal, what are you doing? He says, Oren, what are you doing? He says, he calls me my Hebrew friend. My name is Hebrew. So he goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm a little under the weather. He says, hot toddy? And then the Italian guy goes, what's a hot toddy? What's a hot toddy? Make me one too. He said, make me one too. You make him one, you make me one. He said, what's the matter here? And I said, make me one too. So I said, all right. I said, you sure you want it? He says, yeah, what's in it? I said, it's hot toddy. He said, what's a toddy? He says, a little lemonade, hot water, and some cognac.
Whiskey.
A shot of whiskey. He put cognac in it. He did. He made his own. I didn't even tell him what to do. And I said, whatever you give me. And it was great. Open my chest up. You get that little, when you get, your sinuses open up. And then we had some barley soup, and it was great.
Felt great.
Yeah. To be at Frankie and Johnny's, and I didn't even eat steak. I didn't even have steak. I had soup and hot toddies. Make me one too. Come on. What's this? What's this? What is this? So yeah, that was it. And then after that, I was like, I gotta go. Because I was warm. I was like really warm and kind of like sweaty. You know how you get sweaty under your clothes?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I feel clammy, dude. I'm like, and I knew I was going to go outside and be even worse. So I was like, fuck this. I went straight to Penn Station from there,
Yeah.
And
you get those chills that like nothing stops those chills. Nothing no amount of.
But I grabbed my box of Vicks.
I had your Vicks-induced puffs.
Yeah, actually no. I left those in my office, and then I texted the wife on the way home. She was like, "You need anything?" I was like, "Get me Puffs Plus with Vicks." She was like, "What?
Puffs Plus
with
Vicks.
Say that 5 times.
They just got Puff Plus. No! Puff Plus
with Vicks.
With Vicks.
Oh. And my man.
It's a commercial.
What up?
That's a commercial.
What's good, E-Double? Down in Atlanta.
ATL.
My man Riddy down in Atlanta. What's poppin'?
ATL. Rocking the ATL.
Yeah, man. So other than that, all's good in the hood. We are Level 1 Entertainment. We are settled down for the New Year Christmas party over. Obviously, we had our meeting yesterday. Talk about a few new things. We got cruise coming up. We have the ski trip. We're probably not going to participate this year.
Okay.
It wasn't really a ski trip. It was a winter fest. But the big draw last year was the lobster. You know,
the lobster fest.
Yeah, in
lobster,
the last 2 years. Yeah, it was an all-you-can-eat lobster event. And most of the people that came with us that filled the bus, that's all they kept asking was like, well, lobster? Is it, all you can eat? And I'm like, guys, we don't have the lobster this year. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So, not in the cards this year.
Gotta wait for the lobster to grow.
Yeah, well, that event is closed. That venue is closed for the renovation this year, and they try to do it at another location. I don't think will be.
Don't think it'll be there.
No, well,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
There's no all-you-can-eat lobster,
okay.
So it's like bringing everybody to just hang out with talent and comedians and have fun. But not what people want.
Not what people want.
People want the lobsters.
People want all you can eat lobster.
Yeah. And I told you, there was a young lady, she had a cooler. She was like, what's up? She just kept taking them off. Like, how many of these fuckers could you eat? People frying lobsters in their rooms in little fry daddies and little skillets, George Foreman grills and all kinds of shit. But other than that, we're going to have some new events posted up, so stay tuned for that. We have a couple of events we're participating with Tommy Allen at Backstage Cafe. Was it Friday, Freaky Friday, whatever it is? I'll post those up on the website. Show some love. They've been showing us a lot of love. And 2019 is off to a... I'm not sure. 2019 is off to a... How's the government shutdown affecting everyone? We haven't talked about that.
It hasn't affected me by anything.
Have you seen any of the pat downs and the TSA pat downs? They're like,
no.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Move.
Well, that's why this shit is getting. It's. I think we're at a point now where we're kind of not realizing how much damage this is doing.
Yeah,
because people should be getting their paychecks. People should be getting a paycheck, and okay, I understand you got a point that you're trying to make, and whether you agree or disagree, whatnot, but the average everyday worker should not be punished.
But those people shouldn't get checks. The Schumer and those people,
right? Those people shouldn't get checks. I'm down. I'm down with Congress not getting a paycheck.
Correct. And their payroll is probably higher.
Yes,
than the TSA alone.
Like 430, the 438 congressmen,
right.
Tell them they don't get a check, but TSA should get their check. Air traffic controllers should get a check.
Essential government employees they shouldn't be furloughed. They shouldn't be held. And if they come back, they should be back paid and all that. There shouldn't be no I don't know when I'm going to pay you. I don't know when. That's
because
bullshit.
Because those people are not allowed to strike either.
Right.
If they have a work stoppage, they are technically fired.
So there's been a rash of GoFundMe pages for people that are on government working, saying they're still working and they're GoFundMe, and some of them are making more than they've made on the job.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
So they're saying, hey, I'm going to work every day, and they're posting their attendance on their pages, on their GoFundMe pages, so that people know they are going to work. They're going to work. They're not. They're providing the service. They like doing what they do, and they're asking for GoFundMes. And the American people, oddly enough, are stepping up and saying, "Hey,
that's
we'll help you."
That's good to know, man.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I just hope people don't abuse it. And
well, I mean, there's always going to be somebody who does.
So these people are saying, "Hey, here's my, these are my attendance. Here's my time card. I've gone to work every day. I need milk, butter. I need cheese. I need to feed my kids. I got a mortgage payment coming up. Rent is due, etc." And they're asking for GoFundMes, which I think is that's real democracy.
Yeah, in a sense,
that's real democracy.
Yeah.
That's real. Hey, the people said this is what we need. So it begs the question, and we use that term a lot. Like, why do we need this? Why do we need?
I only know of one. I think it's a representative in Hawaii who publicly said that they're not taking their paycheck.
Yeah,
and they're taking their paycheck and they're giving it to like putting it in this pool for government workers to draw from who are not getting their paycheck. There's only one person I know who has said, I am not taking.
Yeah, but how much does that suffice? How much does that?
Well, it's not a lot.
Right.
I mean, it's not a lot. It's not going to. It's not going to pay anybody's pay a group of people's mortgages. But the simple fact that at least this congresswoman recognizes sort of the hypocrisy of it.
Sure.
We can't. How are we going to yell at them? How are we going to yell at the president for saying this work stoppage is keeping these people from getting a paycheck, but you're still drawing a paycheck? Well, maybe you should put your money where your mouth is.
No, true indeed.
Maybe what's wrong with you not getting a couple paychecks? Because most of you guys are millionaires anyway.
Pretty much.
Most of you guys have your own businesses,
and they have their own diversification,
and you have your own diversification funds and stuff like that. And so, you guys are not going to starve.
Yeah, it's true.
Somebody else can't pay their bills. Somebody else can't send their kid to school. And
they can go to the doctor. They have coverage.
Right.
They have all this other stuff.
Right. Everything else is attached to that. So, I'm so tired of politics now. I'm like, oh my God, can we just?
Well, again, I think we said this a couple of times. Is Donald J has pushed almost every button.
Yeah, he has
in the gamut of politics.
He has, and overall, I think that's good.
Yes,
overall, I think that's good
because we learn.
Well, yes,
if we learn,
unless we could go crazier.
We could go crazier, or we could go. Whew, that's over. Switch it back to the way it used to be. And love the old way,
right?
And not learn anything, and just say, I just like when it was the other way,
right?
Like anything, it's like saying, it's like the fans that tell me they hate the Giants, or they're any team that plays the Giants, they root for. Mm-hmm. I don't care as long as it's not them,
right?
Because they don't like them. That's horrible. That doesn't show anything. There's no attestment to what you believe in or what you stand behind. It's just anything but that.
Anything but that, right.
And that doesn't make it better. It doesn't mean it's, better or worse, So
it begs the question, are you going to pay attention then?
Yes.
Then you got to pay attention.
I hope we pay attention now.
Somebody came up with this list of like Democratic people, and it had a list of like moderates. Who's a moderate?
What does that mean?
Like who is like in the middle of the road?
Okay.
Who's like far to the left, who's far to the right, and who's kind of like in the middle when it comes to issues. And I looked at this list, and one of the people I knew was Hillary Clinton, and I'm like, there's no way you can consider Hillary Clinton a moderate. There's no way.
No way. She's a fucking mastermind. She's
that to me, that's just family. Just needs to go away. Please, can you just not be involved in the future of this country?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's so far off from. She should be involved in all these other, whether it's charities or whether it's
Just collect your money and just go away. Just get your money, please.
I did see Vice.
The movie?
Yes.
Did you like it?
No,
you didn't like the movie? No. Okay.
May have to watch it again. May have to watch it a couple of times. It to segue into politics, obviously, to talk about what we're talking about, but it told a story from a weird perspective of that role of the vice president told through like a family friend or something. Like it was weird. It had its wild, showing George Bush,
right,
drunk as a fucking monkey. It was very telegraphic. It very, very telegraphic.
Told from a singular point of view.
Yes, it was very telegraphic. It showed you everything, which it's kind of like that's what I thought, and there was nothing revealing about it.
Confirmation bias.
Right. It did go into Roger Ailes' how he
his participation
Fox News, how he really grew. Well, he was a gumshoe. He was an old school detective. He was a case reporter. With the pad and the pen and really scooping up stories with the pencil behind his ear and a fedora. Like they show that, which really that was more interesting to me than how the media. How the stranglehold of the media was the crux of every
so you control the message, you can control it, right?
Control the campaign. They almost made it evident to show that was what was possible. Like if you can control the media, you have the vote. You can control the wind. You can control. You can say what you want. You can make leaders in other countries. That's why all those other countries say we don't watch TV. We don't want. We can't. Because they lie. They tell us they're just telling you shit. So they tell their people, don't listen to Americans. It's all false. It's all Hollywood. It's all fake. It's all for
all a show. It's all a show. Yeah.
So they train all their people to go, everything they do is Hollywood. Like it's a stage, it's scripted, and you just can't believe it. So even when they show news shows, and they showed like how they have shows showing people, oh, you see, that's a show. There's a news.
Well, I think other countries are not allowed to, like they can't say like if they're going to show Fox News, can't call it Fox News,
right? Yeah,
or right, or you can't say this is a news. You can't say this is a news. You can't say this is a news network.
Right. It's just entertainment
because they're not giving you news,
right? Well, if you look at it, it's what you call it, Fox Entertainment. Like it says it. It's ABC Entertainment. All these guys are all entertainment companies. Right. They're not.
Yeah, they're all entertainers. Do that. Like watch that, and then read a story in like I don't know, like Al Jazeera tends to be a little bit Al
Jazeera
neutral. BBC they can be. Every once in a while when they get into some.
But once you get past the language, you're the same way. Once they get past the British accent, you're just in the same boat. But they did compare most of this stuff like this, the antics and all that stuff, to Maury Povich, to Jerry Springer, and how they were plummeted. They were pushed. The agenda for that ratchetness was pushed. They show this. They show why it was important for the American people to be outraged by journalistic. What do you think if we go like the Geraldo Rivera and all these guys? Right. They made it seem so that they could show you that guys like Geraldo were jokes. So they made him like a pariah
caricature.
They made him like he's not real, but he was real. He was really doing investigative journalism. He was really digging up scoops and finding out things and going to the sources. Right. But they put him in the class of the Maury Povich, Jerry Springer, Geraldo Rivera, and Steve. Whatever that guy is,
it's the ball guy.
Yeah,
Steve Wilkos.
The spin-off,
or whatever. Yeah,
they put Geraldo in that category just because they wanted to defame, declaw him, take his claws away from him. It's crazy.
I think black people would be much better served if none of them ever went on the Maury Povich show. If no black people ever went on the Maury Povich show, I think in general our overall IQ would raise by at least 12 points.
15, I give you more than that.
I'm like, why do you fuckers all do this? I don't get it.
I want to know what they promised them. Pampers? Like, what are you guys are going to get free Pampers. You guys... Pampers and soda.
Whoever's fucking kid this is, you go get Pampers for the rest of your goddamn life.
Fucking diabetes in a can along with it.
It's horrible. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. I hit this, those like convenience stores that have like a grill in it. Yeah. Then whatever. I hit those every once in a while when I'm going to work a little bit early. Like it's a convenience store, but it's like a bodega. Okay. But they
make sandwiches.
But yeah, they make sandwiches, and they're okay. And they got a TV in the back, and they got a place in the back where you can sit. If you get a beer, you can sit down and drink your beer and stuff like that and whatnot. They're all there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I just don't know what to call them. Okay.
Cafe,
whatever. And they got a TV in the back, and if I'm early for work, I'll sit in there and have a cup of coffee or whatever, and just look. And you just look at some of the ridiculousness, and it's like, it's It's like, what? Like, don't we know this now? Don't we know? Don't we make the connection that,
You're gonna fall for this.
we've made this dude a millionaire,
right,
by basically embarrassing the shit out of you,
ourselves,
and not giving no recourse for it. Like you said, you get a box of Pampers, you get a night in a nice hotel,
and I get, you know, we went to New York
City. I was in a cab.
They took me to a restaurant. Woo! Fancy restaurant where they had China.
Oh man!
I stole the fucking salt and pepper chain.
The butter. Do you see the thing where Red Lobster is no longer promoting on Tucker Carlson's show?
No.
There was this big headline, and I think I saw it on Yahoo or something like that.
Okay.
It said Red Lobster pulls their advertising from Tucker Carlson's show.
As if we knew that.
And it was like, who the fuck cares that Red Lobster is?
Oh my god!
Listen, props to you if you love Red Lobster. At some point, you got to put that shit down.
Yeah. And
ain't but so many goddamn cheesy fucking biscuits you can have.
Well, I like the Red Lobster in Times Square. I go there quite a to the.
You
bar.
go there for the bar.
I go to the bar. Yeah,
you go to the bar, and they know you.
But right, and they know me. My man Hakeem. It's a fun crowd there. It's definitely something to see. Like something always happens. That's why I like it because it's
Times Square.
It's Times Square. This one lady came in, sat down. Hey, there's my friend right there. How y'all doing? What y'all order? Nachos? Oh, she just came and sat down and got down. And the lady was like, "Oh, sure, come have some." And the guy at the bar was like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here! You can't do that." He said, "Oh, I thought they were with the place. I thought they came with the."
Thought they came with the place.
It was like a theme, like it was a hey,
God damn it,
it's your birthday. And she came in, she was like, "It's your birthday, it's your birthday." Oh, nachos. Oh, she came, sat down. She's like, "Can I sit with y'all?" Woohoo! She sat there.
It's amazing.
Dipped in the nachos and scooped the shit out and ate it. And it was like, "What's your name?" And she was like, "Sarah. We're from Australia. We are." And the guy was like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here!" Like, this is not a show. Me too. I thought it was part of the show too.
Oh my god!
That's why I go there, because it's funny. It's fun. It's always funny.
Feeling bad about yourself, so just go sit in the Red Lobster bar.
Yeah,
for a bit.
That can happen. All right, man. I think I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, get yourself another hot toddy.
Yes, hot toddy is due. Two Bros Podcast, episode 49. Lee Stacks. Promise to have something nice for the 50th. 50th episode.
5-0.
Maybe we'll bring somebody in.
5-0.
Or maybe we will Skype someone in.
5-0.
We know how to OBS and broadcast.
5-0.
To the people, we pray that you find happiness. We pray. Oh man, but Two Bros Podcast, episode 49.
Nah, we out.
We out of here. Peace.
You're watching Two Bros Podcast on 13 Ghost TV. Please subscribe, like, and leave a few comments. John, that was maybe 50.